So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. iPhone 11 versus Galaxy A53 Speed Test. Now the reason for this test, boot up 3, 2, 1, is the Galaxy A53 comes in at a similar price point as the iPhone 11 does now. The iPhone 11 slightly more at $499. We're looking around $449 for the A53. And we're gonna see how much better performing, or if it is better performing, on the A53. It is the newer device here. We're running an Apple A11 or A13 Bionic on the iPhone 11, which is a 7nm plus variety. And then we're running a 5nm Exynos 1280 on here for the Galaxy A53. This is coupled with 6 gigs of RAM. This is coupled with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the A53 was so much slower to boot up, I probably could have turned off the iPhone 11 and turned it back on by the time this phone turned on. So pretty slow on the turn on, but I'm not gonna call it, a win at iPhone 11 right now just because of that. Let's keep it going. All right, so the iPhone 11 is running the latest iOS 15.5. iOS 16 beta should be available to at least check out and see on June 6th. We're gonna see what it looks like. The beta, not the official, but 15.5 here, latest software. Also, we do have the One UI 4.1 on this phone. This is also on the May security patch, so both phones are up to date. Let's talk about how fast they unlock. Face ID, just as good on iPhone 11, just about, as an iPhone 13. So face unlock, flawless on that phone. Now over here, you do have yourself the in-display fingerprint sensor. A little bit of a choppy animation when you do click that. Right there, you can see just a little bit of a delay when I click that. It works pretty great though most of the time, but I'm just gonna say it straight up. There's a little bit of a choppy animation, or at least the way it looks when you're going in. So yeah, not a fast look there. And it also does have face unlock through this camera. I don't think I have it turned on, but you can see right there. Actually, I do. You can see it just unlocked, and then you could swipe away. You can also bypass that lock screen. So unlocking speed's quite similar. iPhone 11 a little bit more smooth when going in, but the A53 has a couple more options to unlock the phone. All right, so here we are at the app test. You do open up apps every day, so let's see which one can do that a little bit faster for you. We'll begin with the calendar. You can see that's going to the iPhone 11. Keep in mind, iPhone 11 did launch in 2019. And it's faster there on the calculator, so it is not a cheaper phone when it first launched than the A53, but it's now much older and around the same price. You can see clock was about the same, maybe hair to the iPhone 11. The weather again to the iPhone 11. The thing is both of these have really nice software. You can see iPhone 11 again with that win. We'll go over here. iPhone 11 again. Some people are going to say this is not fair. The iPhone 11 has a flagship processor, A53 doesn't. Well, I'm not comparing them on the basis of the processor. I'm comparing them on the basis of the price point. A customer can go right now and buy either one of these phones at a close budget, around the same price point. We're talking $499, we're talking $449. That's really close. Twitter was first on the iPhone 11. So that's where we're coming from. You can see that might have been the A53. We'll go over here to categories. A53 slightly on that one. We'll go to things to do. And you can see iPhone 11 catching up there. Just overall though, having the 120 Hertz doesn't really save the A53. The iPhone still feels smoother even with its 60 Hertz panel, and that's probably down to optimization of the software, the faster chip, things like that. Let's go to ESPN. By the way, who do you got for the NBA Finals? If you do watch the NBA Finals, do you got the Warriors or do you got the Celtics? Let me know down below in the comments. But ESPN looked a little bit quicker for me on the iPhone 11. We'll go over here to the Amazon. Did I miss that? I think I missed that tab. We're just gonna have to go back. I missed it. Let's go to Amazon on both. Man, that was a clear win though to the iPhone 11. Let's go out of here. And we'll go into Best Buy. So what this video should be showing you is that if you want a Samsung phone to perform like an iPhone, you got to get a little bit more of a premium Samsung phone. They're more budget line. The A line just does not perform like iPhones. Let's get out of there. We'll go into eBay, and you can see eBay faster for the Galaxy A53. But you do get some other things. Let's not just write it off. You do get the punch hole display, the beautiful OLED, and the display is way better on the A53 than the iPhone 11. But is that enough for you to want to deal with a slower performer? You can see much slower there to boot up that game on the A53. Is that enough for you? Because if all those features are enough and you could deal with a little bit of a chop here and there, well, most of the time it actually chops a lot. If you can deal with that and doesn't bother you, the A53 is probably the better value when it comes to hardware. You're getting a triple camera setup versus a dual. You're getting yourself an OLED display, a bigger battery. It's up to you, really. Asphalt 9, is it gonna go to the A53? Are we gonna get one win for the A53 on the gaming here? We'll have to see here in a minute. And it looks like the Galaxy A53 has won it out here on the boot up. Taking a little bit of time there on the iPhone 11. So not everything on the iPhone 11 is perfectly optimized. So, but this game usually wins on the Android platform. I found in most of my speed tests. So this game might be better developed for Android devices, but I can tell you when you're in game, they both perform just fine. See, the A53 doesn't have an issue when actually running the apps. It's just kind of that launch. It's kind of like the optimization of One UI. With this speed, with this chip, it just doesn't feel as butter like the Galaxy S22 line does, or even the Galaxy S21 FE line. Let's get up out of there. We'll go into 3D Mark, and it's, you know, you're gonna say, well, Nick, bro, these are not S phones. These are not FE phones. These are A line. Know what you're getting, bro, before you start talking. No, I know that. But I also know that I'm paying $449 when I could pay $499, or even use, I can get this cheaper and get better performance. So what I'm trying to get at is Samsung, I want to see better performance on the A line. It doesn't have to be S line performance, but it can be a little bit smoother than this. Overall though, pretty close in performance, I would say, to the iPhone 11. It's just the smooth factor. You've seen it throughout the animations, just not quite as a nice experience day to day. But overall, both of them pretty good here in app speed. All right, so let's go through these applications and see if the RAM holds them, how they perform when going through. Both of them good there. Both of them good on that one. Let's go to Asphalt 9. Both of them had that held. You've seen that was just not, I'm not trying to be bogus, man. It's just, that wasn't nice. You can see that was a reload on the Dead Trigger 2. We'll go to Starbucks. And let's go into eBay. And let's go into Best Buy. And Best Buy, a little slower on the A53. The animations, they just look slower on the A53. I just think for the price, I think this should perform better. We'll go into Groupon. I think the A53 performs more like a $200 phone. We'll go into Twitter, and we'll go into Instagram. So you're probably paying more just for the hardware on the A53, the looks, the camera, the battery, the screen. iPhone 11 there, clock, calculator, and calendar. Yeah, the A53, not quite as good as the iPhone 11 on that respect. All right, so let's do a camera launch speed and see how they perform in this respect. 3, 2, go. And you can see iPhone 11 faster there. I'm gonna close them out, do it again just for fairness. Let's go to camera, 3, 2, go. And again, iPhone 11 faster. What about shutter speed? iPhone a little bit faster there as well. So definitely the iPhone 11 a faster camera launch. You do have this double click on the A53, but did you see how slow that was to get in there? You can also do that on the iPhone 11. You can do this right here. You can also do this right here to get into the camera. So the iPhone 11 faster camera experience as well, although you don't get all those camera lenses like you get on the A53. There's like 4 of them right there. So it's down to that speed of the camera. But again, the iPhone 11 can definitely compete in this area too, because it also has a really good setup, as well as a really good front-facing setup. The A53 also has a good setup on the front and rear. So both of them are a very good value, I would say, when it comes to their cameras. All right, guys, so quick internet test here. We'll go to Samsung.com here on both devices, see which one get there faster. That's gonna be the iPhone 11. Got some cookie action right there. You can scroll down, you can see Samsung's site is pretty heavy, so there's a lot to load, but the A53 just looks a little choppy there. I'm not gonna kid with you. All right, let's go to Apple.com here. Go to Apple.com. We'll go to Apple.com on this one as well. But what I really like about the A53 is the size of the display. Basically the value of screen you're getting here. 3, 2, go. It kind of feels like a premium phone, but it doesn't perform like one. Apple goes to the iPhone 11. We'll learn more about the iPhone 13 Pro. I didn't click those at the same time, but just kind of see how they perform when scrolling. A little bit slower there on the A53. Yeah, the A53 just, it can't compete in just the overall smooth in pretty much any area I'm finding. As a matter of fact, I think the iPhone 11 can compete close to the iPhone 13. It's really good. The A53 though, again, OLED display, LCD, thin bezels, pretty good size bezels. Punch hole camera, you're getting a lot of nice look here, modern look, but can you deal with a little bit slower performance? That's the question for you. Comment below. And here are our final Geekbench scores, and I can tell you that the A53 actually took about 5 minutes, well, maybe 3 to 5 minutes longer to finish this test. Clearly the iPhone 11 doubling the score in pretty much both areas, actually almost tripling the score in the single core. And that's kind of what we really stressed today, was the single core stuff. And you could see the Galaxy S21 Ultra doubles the score, S21 Plus doubles the score. So you do have quite a bit of phones outperforming A53. So you don't buy, I hope the speed test shows you that you don't buy the A53 at $449 for top level performance. You're gonna buy it for this 6.5 inch display, the 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which with this slower performance actually makes the battery life last longer. Believe it or not, some of these more premium powerful chips eat away at the battery a little bit more. So this one's a battery champ right here in the A53. So you gotta look for the value in other places other than speed, because the iPhone 11 is clearly the winner here. If you were cross-shopping these two, get the iPhone 11 if you want performance, get the A53 if you want a great screen, and you do want a really good sized battery. Both of them are great in the fact that they provide good software support, pretty fast updates, and they both have really good software with good ecosystems, so you're pretty good there. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here, catch you on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.